We are back on CBS Sports HQ with the top-ranked athlete in the class of 2022, Keon Sabb, set to make it official here on HQ. The wait is over, and the time is now.
Ever since I was a kid, I've dreamed of this day.
And fires deep down the field to Keon Saab.
This moment isn't just special for me. I wouldn't be here without my family. I have two younger brothers who are following in my footsteps, and I'm just trying to show them that anything is possible through hard work and commitment.
Safety. We're going to read the safety to the single receiver side.
This has been one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make.
34 total offers from Penn State, Clemson, to name.
I just want to thank every coach who's poured into me and made me feel like family. But ultimately, I've decided that for the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be attending Clemson University. All in.
With Keon Saab, that's a 5-star rated defensive back. I see the crystal ball. I see that tiger paw of Clemson. What's the very latest there?
All right, there it is. Whole bunch of fans smiling in Clemson right now, Keon. What about Coach Sweeney's program made Clemson the place for you?
They're a national championship team. Coach Sweeney built a really good relationship with me. I had a really good time down there. We went to his house. We had a really good time. Made my family feel like home.
Well, HQ has been the home for high-profile commitments, and we love it because we know that those fan bases are dialed in right now, Keon. You got the full attention of the Clemson faithful right now. Tell them what type of ball players coming to town.
I'm a very versatile football player who can do it all. A really big leader, really in tune with the film, so I'll be locked in at all times.
All right, well, we got to make it official. I don't think it's official, at least by our terms here on HQ, until you put the hat on. We got to have you put the hat on, Keon. There it is. That's the moment right there. The whole family enjoying it, and the Clemson faithful as well. Congratulations from us here at CBS Sports HQ. Can't wait to see you on Saturdays, Keon. All right, so it is official. Keon Saab making his way to Clemson, South Carolina. The 4-star athlete, top-ranked athlete in the class of 2022. Can employ that skill set many places on the football field. A big body, 6'2", 200 pounds. You hear our guys talking about it. Might outgrow that safety position, move him down into the box, but who doesn't love a pad popper at the third level as well? Keon Saab making his way to Clemson. Back in the mix with Instant Reaction 24/7 Sports is Steve Wiltfong and Andrew Ivins. Gentlemen, Keon Saab making it official here on HQ moments ago. Be taking his talents to Clemson, joining some of the true powerhouse recruits at that powerhouse program. Currently in the college football landscape, doesn't get much better. Steve, anytime a prospect carries that athlete tag, we know there's multiple ways for him to get on the field. Where is that fit for Keon at Clemson?
Well, defensive coordinator Brent Venables told him it could be in that Isaiah Simmons role, but he said Isaiah Simmons more in that linebacker sense, him more in that safety sense, but just being a centerpiece and leader of that defense. And Clemson's starting to cook on the recruiting trail right now. They've had 4 straight top 10 classes, 2 straight top 5 classes. They started the day at number 33. Keon's commitment sees them rise to number 20, and they've landed 4 prospects now that were at the elite retreat the second weekend of June as he joins his teammate from IMG Academy, Jihad Campbell, and then fellow defensive backs Toriano Pride and Sherrod Cobble. And those 3 together in the secondary, that's a pretty special group with Sherrod Cobble, who is an absolute thumper, a tone setter. And then you add Keon Saab, who has a similar skill set but bigger. You can put him down in the box. He can play the deep part of the field. He can cover in the nickel and brings a lot of versatility. And then Toriano Pride is just one of the pure top cover guys in this class. And Clemson, they're hoping to not be done today. At the top of the next hour on CBS Sports HQ, you have another IMG Academy prospect in Dalen Everette announcing his plans, and Clemson's one of the finalists there, and Keon and company would certainly love to see him jump in the boat as well.
Andrew, as you take a look at this commitment, anytime there's a 1 next to the name, it definitely makes ripples across the entire recruiting landscape. What does this do for Clemson's class in 2022?
Oh, it makes it better instantly. No, I think what's impressive about what Clemson did here and really what they've done, like Steve said, is over the past few weeks is look, man, they didn't host anyone for official visits in the month of June. They stayed true to their colors. Clemson's the type of school that's going to beat to their own drum. Dabo Swinney has established a people-first culture in Clemson, and they didn't fold into the pressure. Look, they invited all these top prospects to the elite retreat. All those kids had to pay their own way, and it's paying off. I mean, Keon Sabb is a guy who went and flew across the country. He took an official visit to Michigan. He was at Texas A&M. He was at Penn State. He even went to Rutgers. And at the end of the day, he's decided that he wants to go to Clemson. He wants to get developed by the staff at Clemson. And really, he kind of fills a need, I think, for the Tigers. I mean, Steve mentioned Sherrod Cobble, some of the other defensive backs they have committed. And as well as Clemson's recruited in recent years, if there has been kind of an Achilles heel for them or an area where they've maybe struggled a little bit, it has been at safety. So this is a big pickup, obviously, because he is the #1 ranked player at his position, but it also fills a need for Clemson when you look kind of at their two deep and just try to project down the line.
How do you stay at the top of the college football landscape? Recruiting players with ones next to their name like Keon Saab. Gentlemen, thank you for the insights as always. And don't forget, there's only one place for all your latest recruiting news and notes. Fill all those needs. Nobody doing it better than our team at 247 Sports.
The prototype at the cornerback position, Daylen Everette, checks all those boxes. 6'1", 185 pounds, 4.4 speed in the 40-yard dash. That's exactly how you want him at that position.
When you look at NFL guys, the game that reminds me the most of him is Marlon Humphrey from the Baltimore Ravens because of his size and his physical ability at the cornerback position. And when you look at Everett's top 5, it includes Georgia, Clemson, Oregon, Florida State, and North Carolina. Now, I'm not 100% sure what school he's going to pick, but I can guarantee you this. He's going to have a chance to make an instant impact as a true freshman.
All right, we are back on CBS Sports HQ with one of the top corners in the class of 2022, Daylen Everette, set to make it official. The wait's over. The floor is yours. Where are you going to be playing your college ball?
All right. First off, I want to thank my family, my mom, my dad, my brothers Donovan and Dominic. I want to thank Coach Brandon and Coach D-Mac for letting me have this here. I want to thank Coach Eddie, Coach Zoe, Coach Rapp, Coach Pep, Coach Dish, and all the other coaches, friends, and family that's helped me along my journey. With that being said, the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be continuing my academic and athletic career.
Yeah.
Oh, you got us all with the head fake there. He is going to be a Clemson Tiger. Congratulations, first and foremost. Whole bunch of fans smiling right now in Clemson, South Carolina. What about Coach Swinney's program made Clemson the place for you?
It's a national championship team. Very prestigious program, academic and athletically. And I'm just excited.
Well, we are looking forward to. We're looking forward to seeing you being a part of that program, one of the top programs, as you said, across the country, an absolute powerhouse. HQ has been the home for these high-profile commitments, and we know that these fan bases are always dialed in right now. You got the full attention of the Clemson faithful at the moment. What type of ball players coming to town? Tell them.
Oh, you're getting a real ball player, versatile. You play anywhere, field, boundary, in the nickel. You're getting a leader on the field, off the field. So, yeah.
All right, Dalen, well, we're wishing you the best of luck moving forward. Again, congratulations from us here at HQ. Thank you for stopping by. Best of luck moving forward, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, so another Clemson Tiger is heading to South Carolina. Daylen Everette, I mean, look at the measurables. 6'1", 185, a ball of clay for those coaches at Clemson to mold. And you see some of the comparisons, top-tier stuff from one of the top corners in the nation who will be playing at the next level with the Clemson Tigers. Back in the mix with their instant reaction 24/7 Sports is Steve Wiltfong and Andrew Ivins. Gentlemen, Daylen Everette with a little head fake there on us, but he's made it official. He's going to be heading to Clemson. Moments ago made that announcement here on HQ. A true powerhouse, guys. Your initial reaction here to this is what, Steve?
between Clemson and North Carolina, but the love he's had for Clemson much of the process puts the ACC power over the top, and landing a guy like Daylen Everette. He's a championship caliber player and a guy that continues to keep them in the mix to win all the big games that they have been over the last few seasons. They've had 4 straight top 10 recruiting classes, 2 straight top 5 recruiting classes, and Daylen Everette's commitment sees them shoot from 33 to 13 today with the Keon Sabb, his IMG teammate, mixed in between. But this is one of the top cover corners in the country. He's got 4.4 speed in the 40-yard dash. He's imposing on the perimeter. He had 11 interceptions as a sophomore before transferring down to IMG Academy, where he helped them win a national championship. And when you look at the strength of this Clemson class right now, it's obviously in the secondary. Daylen Everette comes in alongside Toriano Pride. That's a corner combination that's going to be hard to beat anywhere in the country. And then you add in Keon Sabb and Sherrod Cobble, and you have 2 hard-hitting, versatile safeties, and they may not be done with Jaden Lucas also in play. So Daylen Everette, he's the number 4 corner in the top 247 player rankings. Jaden Lucas, who's trending towards Clemson on the crystal ball, is number 7, and Toriano Pride at number 10. That's a heck of a secondary run if they can put it all together.
So the strong getting stronger at Clemson. Andrew, we hear comps of Marlon Humphreys. We hear about making an impact as a freshman. How soon could you see this prospect getting on the field and making a difference? Top program, one of the top programs in the entire nation.
Well, I don't think he's going to need much time. I mean, we were at IMG Academy back in the spring for their spring practices. I was talking with the strength staff there, which is essentially a college strength staff, and they're raving about Dalen's work ethic. You know, talking about this commitment, I think what's big here is that Clemson is taking him essentially from North Carolina. Steve mentioned that this was a 2-team battle down the stretch. I think over the last week or so, there was some smoke out there that maybe North Carolina was going to be the pick for Dalen. And at the end of the day, it's Dabo Swinney and the Tigers that went out. And why is that important? Look, man, quarterback play is improving in the ACC. North Carolina continues to recruit well, and that's a team that Clemson could potentially face one day in the ACC title game. So the fact that, you know, Dalen is going to Clemson, he's not going to North Carolina, I think that's a major win for the Tigers. And Steve really hit it on the head. Like, look, this defensive back group, I think I mentioned it's top heavy at corner, and Clemson is going to clean up here. And I think there's some defensive back coaches at other programs around the country. They've been shooting me texts, and it's like, man, Clemson just seems to be almost drafting who they want at the cornerback spots.
Andrew Ivins and Steve Wiltfong adding context to the commitments. Gentlemen, thank you as always for the time. And do not forget, there's only one place for all your latest recruiting news and notes. Nobody does it better than our team at 24/7 Sports.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.